Hey everybody, welcome back to Kratom Kingdom. My name is Chris Irving, and today I want to talk to you about why my channel, Kratom Kingdom, is different than all the other Kratom channels. Um, well, for one thing, I'm not making any money making these videos. I'm not trying to sensationalize anything, and I'm definitely not trying to make you think Kratom is the perfect answer for everything, or that it's a dangerous drug that should be not taken. So basically my channel is different because I don't have an agenda. I'm just talking about something that I'm really excited about, something that's helped me out over the last 15 years from day one of taking it. It's helped me get off of opiates. It's helped me with my chronic pain. It's helped me with my generalized anxiety disorder, and it's helped me with my clinical depression. So I take less psychiatric medication because of Kratom, which to me is a good thing. Less pills, more natural teas, natural substances. Another reason that I talk about it is because of the fact that I've had about 10 to 15 years of experience using this product and never had anything dangerous or negative happen. I've never ended up in the hospital because of Kratom. From the first day I drank it, my migraines were gone. I had migraines every single day. I mean, I've tried Imitrex and all of the that's why they put me on opiates that I got addicted to. That didn't really make the migraines go away. They just made me feel loopy, so I didn't care about it as much. Um, I used to have to go into the bathroom and turn off all the lights and just lay on the floor in the fetal position and maybe vomit and cry. And then I started drinking kratom and all that went away. Um, so again, another reason my channel is different is because kratom changed my life in a positive way, and I wanted to share that with everybody out there that might have some of the similar problems that I do. Because when I watch a YouTube channel on something that might affect my life, I really enjoy that, and I'm very grateful to that person for putting that video out there. And I've watched all the other Kratom channels to see what they're talking about, and if their information is true and accurate and not just based on a statistic to shock and scare you. For instance, there was a video that talked about negative aspects of kratom. They tried to say that one person died using kratom, but they don't talk about why that person died. They just said a young man was found dead at his desk, and right next to him was a bag of kratom that he bought from a head shop or something, which to me isn't lab tested, isn't it could have been tampered with, or he could have been on other drugs. I mean, we don't know. We don't know who this kid is or this guy is. And I mean, he could have been using a lot of alcohol or taking kratom with opiates, which would probably not be a really good idea. It would probably suppress if you take too much morphine, your heart stops beating because it's a muscle relaxer. And so, I mean, it could have been a morphine addict. Who knows? But I know over 15 years of taking large quantities of kratom, too large of a quantity in my opinion, but I love it so much that I drink it every day, a lot of it every day. And I won't just tell you the good things about kratom, I'll tell you the negative things as well. I'll tell you that it gives you constipation, that it could affect your kidneys if you don't flush your kidneys with water. I mean, none of us in America drink enough water every day. We're all dehydrated. We I mean, think of it this way: if you drink nothing but coffee all day, every day, your kidneys are going to suffer. It's the same thing with kratom. Um, but mitragyna speciosa does not really affect your kidneys. Of all the research I've done, and I've done all the Mayo Clinic research, and I've called labs, I've called kratom distributors, I've talked to people in Indonesia who have used it their entire life. And I will be honest with you and tell you the good and the bad. The good is I take less antidepressant, less anti-anxiety medication, and substitute it with kratom. I take no opiates at all, none. I mean, when they have prescribed me 75 hydrocodones a day for my migraines, of course I became an addict and I started looking for them elsewhere when I ran out because I took too many. I mean, it's just that's what happens in America with doctors, you know. I mean, it used to be the norm. You feel pain, let's give you some hydrocodone. But now, you know, I mean, it's become an epidemic of addiction. So, and more people die from taking opiates and narcotics than by drinking kratom. I've done studies from the Mayo Clinic, my own university that I've graduated from with 2 master's degrees in science, and I've talked to chemists that study it. Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia is a really, really good YouTube channel you should check out about kratom because he actually goes to Indonesia, shows you the plants, lets you meet the farmers, and tells you the truth. You know, he tells you, yeah, there's hydrogina speciosa or hydroxy 7-hydroxy speciosa can impair you or make you feel good, you know, because it binds to the opiate receptors in your brain that like a hydrocodone or an oxycodone would bind to. So it can give you a euphoric effect at a certain dose. Everybody's different. So that dose is going to be different for you than it is for me. I'm 200 pounds. So, I mean, if you're a 95, 85-pound woman or something, I mean, yeah, the dose is. My mom, she can't drink it. It makes her loopy as hell. But me, I don't get that euphoria so much anymore. But I'm not chasing euphoria. I'm chasing the pain relief, the antidepressant effects, the anti-anxiety effects. So really, there's watching my information, I think, is more honest and true to life than some of these channels that have an agenda. You know, if it's made by a kratom distributor who they just want to sell you, you know, I mean, price isn't the only thing to look for from a distributor. I mean, you can find really cheap kratom out there, but how long has it been sitting in a warehouse? How much has it been lab tested? How many of the alkaloids is in the powder or in the leaf? You know, and the way you tell the strain, the color of a kratom leaf is the vein that runs down the center. Like every leaf has a vein, and it's got veins that, you know, shoot off of it. A red kratom will have a dark red vein that runs through it. It's very obvious to see. And when they grind it up into a powder, that red will show up in the powder. So there is such a difference as the strains are different and they do have different alkaloid contents and they do have different effects on people. And like I said, everybody's different. So it's going to affect a red is going to affect me differently than you. For me, red is mostly a painkiller and I love it for that. I mean, if I start to feel a headache coming on or something, I'll drink a cup of red, headache gone. Go on with my day, feel fine. Bad thing is, in some places, some states, you have to be 21 to drink it. Like Tennessee, the state that I live in, you have to be at least 21 to purchase it and to consume it. Um, which is why some of my videos are 20 age restricted because YouTube gave me a warning. They've never given me a strike. They've just given me a warning. And I'm so close to having 1,000 subscribers. I'm up in the high 900s, and if I can get 1,000 subscribers, that would make my life. I would feel like I'm reaching out and actually helping people. And if I am helping, let me know in the comments. If you want to know anything specific about kratom that I could make a whole video out of, let me know in the comments. I read every single comment, and I try to respond to as many as I possibly can. But we're talking 1,000 people now, so it's a little difficult to take care of my mother who's suffering. You know, she's 80 years old now, suffering from dementia. She can barely walk. I have to help her get through her day. I've got to shop her. So, and then also I like to make these videos. And I usually try to do them when she's asleep or when she's occupied watching TV or reading or something. So, because it does take me a lot of time to edit the videos, make sure the sound's right. I hope the sound is good in this. I've been really working and I got this new wireless microphone that connects right to my camera. And my biggest problem now is my badass MacBook Pro that I had that had awesome editing software got stolen. And, it was a $6,000 loss to me. And now I'm using my original Mac Pro, which cost me like $4,000, but that was like 10 years ago. So it doesn't work with the newest editing software like Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro. So I've been using what works with it, which isn't the best. But there are people that edit on their iPhone. They'll video with their iPhone. They'll edit the video on their iPhone and publish it from their iPhone. But I can't do that. I've got to send it to my computer, watch it all the way through, edit it, make sure it sounds good, trying to add some gain to it if I can to increase the volume, try different microphones to find which one works the best. So anyway, y'all, it is 11 minutes and 22 seconds into it, and from what I read, 10 to 15 minutes is the max. So I'm going to stop right here. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. And that's why my channel is different than other channels. I've got no agenda. If you don't drink kratom, if you don't like kratom, I'm sorry you spent your time watching this video, but I don't gain anything or lose anything whether or not you drink kratom or not. Um, I'm just an educator. I was a teacher for 20 years before I had this massive stroke, and I still like to be a teacher. So this helps me out with that. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you next week on the next video. Peace out. Have a good day.